This is going to have to be part 2. So silverware from the 1940s have no value because they said nobody takes it. So I knew they were blocking me out. I don't know why this camera is acting crazy like this, moving around like it wants to, but I do know they're trying to interfere with it, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think that's what they do when I make the videos, is to look like I'm talking and my head is moving in a funny direction, but it's not. But I can see the picture moving in the video, and I'm holding it still. But as I said, so I could not find anywhere to sell that silverware, that flatware. But so I decided to make me some colloidal silver. And come to find out, they were interfering with it. And I wanted to go to the site again to see what's Golden Masters there, or Golden Rule, whatever name they want to go by, and they change up, was there. And since they knew I was in on them being the first thing to pop up, I could not find Gold Masters or Golden Rule on the search, on the Google search. Now that was mysterious. When I wanted to sell something, you were there. But all of a sudden that you know that I have your whole card, that I know who you are, that you're Lavera's people, and this bank lets you set up, and Lavera set it up so y'all can buy the best coins and give me the other coins. But the coins I gave her weren't supposed to be the best, but they were supposed to have some value that I had left. So Miss Lavera gave me 50 coins back. She gave me 50 coins back. And like I said, most of them were 2006, 2007, 2005. 2016. No, 2007, 2000. Well, they were new coins. I forgot the dates on them. They mess with my head sometimes. But out of all the coins, besides the ones that they came in the apartment took while I was asleep one night, they took some out of my book bag. Police never done anything about the coins. They don't even know the value of the coins. But I still never got a follow up about that from the police department. But out of all the coins I have left, I was going to see did any of these have silver. That's why I went on the search to see did any of these coins have silver in them. And out of all the coins that I have, there's only a value of $13 maybe. Out of all the coins I have left. $13. So, Miss Lavera beat me again. They went and took all the good coins and left me junk. New coins and junk. So, the guy at Golden Masters, the bank. Now, what really brought this issue to a head, I started suspecting Miss Lavera was in on something. When things were, she refused to acknowledge that somebody was coming in my apartment, and things I was storing for emergencies, my SHIT situation, the shit hit the pan situation, was coming up messed up. And she was still denying that there was any problem. Now, this is what I'm doing. They came in here the other day. Every time I buy fruit or vegetables to store, they come in here and put that black goo on it. Now, sometimes I found that black goo on parts of my body. But they put it on my fruits and vegetables. It has killed my plants. All my vegetables that I try to grow, they continue to kill. So I really, when I plant them, I'm just experimenting now just to see are these seeds viable. Does anything work? Because I'm not. I don't want to be in a situation and I'm experimenting like with this. Now they tell you these okra seeds. They tell you they have to dry in the pod, but since they contaminate them with that all the okra with the black goo, I have taken the seeds out early. I'm going to let them dry on the screen. This is the screen from my door. Old screen that they broke. When I locked it down, they bent it and came in here anyway. You can see how they tipped it and came in here because they forgot to steal the key to the door. They are so stupid sometimes. But now they got the key again. And they're doing other little things with that technology to get in. But they contaminated all my okra. So I opened up the pods and took the seeds out. I'm going to try to let them dry naturally and see are they viable. I think they should be. I don't see any problem why they would not be viable. And you need lots of okra because okra gel is a great healing. When I made the video yesterday, I was showing how my feet was black, and the okra gel and some urine. There's urine therapy, some urine, and it healed my feet. See how smooth they look. But they contaminated me again last night, so I had to do this process. My toenails were yellow, but they're cleared up. My toenails have cleared up. But with the constant contamination, I am constantly have to keep reapplying stuff and changing up because these nanobots, this stuff that's in your system, will adapt. It mutates. So what you have to do is constantly use something different so they'll be always on the run. You keep them always on the run. So, because they get used to something and then it doesn't work no more because they build up a tolerance. So you have to constantly check and use something different. Lemons, garlic, always using something different. But as I was saying, the reason that I started suspecting Miss Lavera is that the 4th of July, she was here saying that she had to paint the porch. So I had I had to move my grill. She never did finish painting the porch. So I don't know what the hurry. Now she told me the city of Riverdale had told her if she didn't have that porch and that garage painted in 2 weeks, that they would fine her. Obviously they didn't fine her. And I mean they didn't fine her because they didn't get that money, so they didn't know where she was at. Because that porch is still not painted. But they're here every day. What did they say? That they're here every day to check on any violations. And that porch is still not painted? The public works city of Riverdale saying they're falling trees. I'm painting porches. And that porch is still not painted? Since the 4th of July? Really? I just thought of that. But, so they're down on the job. They must not be looking too good for any violations. If she says she had to pay for that porch in July and it's still not painted, they must be turning their head the other way when they pass that back porch. But the reason I suspected her, because, again, with my aunt that's in the white, when she passed, I spent the insurance money because Mr. Vera told me this, and we went to Burroughs Cemetery to pick out some headstones for both of my aunts. And me and Lavera were supposed to split the price. It came out to almost $900 for the headstones. That was in 2011. And every time I turn around, Miss Lavera was dragging her feet about getting the headstones put down. So this was since 2011. So in July 4th of this year, 16, I asked Miss Lavera to just give me my money back. I said, number one, because everything's happening. They tearing on my shoes, everything doing this. I needed that money.
So I told her, if I'm suing and Ruby ain't got them headstones down by now, you might as well give me my money. And she told me, she said, well, Pearline, uh, I'm tired right now. I can't think about it. Uh, give me a cup uh, tomorrow or something. She said, and I'll contact him and see if I get the money. So she said, do you know what a receipt is? And I said, yeah, because I kept all my aunt's paperwork together in an envelope, all her deeds to her property, her deeds to her plot, her receipts from buying it. I kept it all together, and the contract for the headstone. And I went somewhere that next day, and when I come back, somebody had went in my bedroom and ramshacked my room and stole that contract, that receipt. That receipt. Now, my thing was, the only person I told about wanting my money back was Miss Lavera. And why would any stranger come in my house and take a receipt from my aunt's cemetery plot? So that really made me suspect her. So when I called her, she said, well, do you have a receipt? I said, no. I said, somebody came in here and took the receipt. I said, have you got in touch with the people? She said, no. I get things to do. No, first she told me, she said, well, I said, well, I talked to the guy and he said for you to come in. She said, well, what time do you close? Now, this is about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I say, I don't know what time they close. I said, but if you going, come pick me up. And then she shut down. All of a sudden, she can't go. Now, I realized then that the main reason she couldn't pick me up because she wasn't going to take me to the Burr Oak Cemetery and get my money. So she kept putting it off day after day. She kept putting it off, and I texted her I need my money. And she kept saying she couldn't get in touch with anybody. So this is how God works. This is exactly how God works. I was looking at something, and all of a sudden I found a piece of paper that was the contract for those headstones. And the contract was in my name. Now, well, if the contract is in my name, that means I don't have to wait for Mr. Lavera to get the money. So I called the cemetery, and he said, well, it's in Miss Lavera's name. And I told him, no. I said, the contract is in my name. And on this contract, I made all the installment payments. She only put $200 down off her credit card because we did not have cash at the time. But the contract was in Pearline Jones, and all installment payments were made by me. That's how God works. Because he must have knew Mr. Vera was up to something. And when I was talking to him, he said, well, Miss Jones, he said, Miss Vera already made arrangements to go and put the headstones down. I said, well, she can't do that. How's she just going to tell you what to do with my money? I told her I wanted my money. All of a sudden, you want to put these headstones down from 2011 to 2016, since I asked you for my money. All of a sudden, you want to put these headstones down, and you didn't even ask me? You didn't even discuss it with me? I said, well, let me call her and find out what she's doing. So I called and she didn't answer. I texted her. And then when she did call me, she said, well, Pearl, I was going to put the headstones down and then give you your part of the money. She lied. She wasn't going to do that. Because I told her, I said, well, Lavera, I said, I have no problem with that. If you're going to do that, just bring me my half and you put the headstones down. Then she told me no. Now she don't want to do it. Now this is how human nature is. If you was going to do that anyway, why all of a sudden now you don't want to do that? But I called Burr Oaks back and I told the person that was working there. I forgot his name. But I say, she can't make any decisions since the contract's in my name. So he said, well, let me go look at my file. He has a file, and he says, uh, everything is in Mrs. Beer's name. I said, well, I have a contract in my hand that I'm looking at. He said, well, give me the contract number. I gave him the number. He go look in the file. He come back and say, there's no contracts in our file with your name on them. Now that's very mysterious. Because if I have a contract in my hand saying that I paid the installment payments, why is there not one in the file? Okay. So he said, well, Miss Jones, I'm going to have to do some investigating and find out what's going on. Why are you looking at a contract with the contract number on it and there's no contract in our files with your name on it? Now, you got to remember, the first time they gave me a hard time saying they couldn't not give me any money at all, could not give me my money back because the company had changed hands. But I'm smart enough to know that when a company changes hands, it takes all the liabilities. It's just like buying a house. If you don't check out and see what the problems is with the house before you buy it, you're stuck with it. So when I told him that, he backed off a little bit. And then he come tell me, well, that company filed bankruptcy. That has nothing to do with you guys because bankruptcy only protects the company that files and not the people that buys the business. So he couldn't get away with that one either. They really think they can just tell me anything. But bankruptcy does not protect the buyer of a business. It protects the person who's going under. So they finally said that they was going to give me my share, and that's I had to go in. But when I talked to him, and he called Miss Lavera, Miss Nelson, you can tell that there was something going on. So they do have this connection with these cemeteries and these funeral homes. Everybody in this little situation, this little network, is getting paid. Boost, Comcast, all these techs, all these different people, like I said earlier about these people driving these nice cars. Because the Boost, my cell phone provider, that clerk who shut my service down twice, who I have the problem with, he drives a BMW. What does a Boost clerk get the money to be driving a BMW? But all these young folks are driving around with expensive cars. But I think I covered everything. Hopefully the sound on this video will come out better than the last sound. But I see they're tampering with already by the way the video is moving about, the picture is moving about. But you guys be careful. Number one, people who you think are on your side, family members, you've got to keep your head clear and be watching out at all times because they'll buddy you up like they love you to care all about you. But when they start doing little things that they can't do for you to help you, your ears should perk up. When they act like they don't understand situations that you're in, oh, here's our public works back again. Yep, our public works back again. Aren't they busy? But if you can't get help from them, they drag their feet about helping you in certain situations or they don't understand what you're going through. You can bet they're not naive. They're not just lazy to do research. They're in on it. They're in on it. And you don't want to believe it because these people act like they care so much at times, but they're in on it. these businesses, these hospices, people care providers, these doctors, all are in this death trap, this death situation where they're causing people to have cancer. They're giving them brain aneurysms, heart attacks, giving them all kind of illnesses, collecting all kind of money for treatments that they don't need, but they made them sick. They are keeping this health system going by keeping people sick. They're keeping the cemeteries, the funeral homes going by killing people off and using all of these different connections. Because Burr Oaks Cemetery is clearly in this situation where they worked with Lavera and did not find out what happened to this contract that was with my name on it that was supposed to have been in a file. All of this whole criminal network. Any person that steer you to businesses, especially a fly by night, where you're in a bank with a table, they don't have a brick and mortar place where you can reach out and touch them. Beware of those situations. Beware of sites that steer you to businesses and tell you that you can trust them because they got 100% approval rating when nobody has 100%. When things look like it's just too neat, it is. As something seems like it's just too good to be true, it is. It is too good to be true. And that's what they bank on. Us being lazy, not doing the research like we should, just going by the first thing that look good to us. But they say that all of that shine and gold. So, I'm going to leave you with that. Check out that video with that police officer this morning. And I wonder if they're going to check that porch to see is it been painted yet. Since they just sitting in the truck watching me. Well, God bless you guys. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. George, I think it was, for letting me know that the last video I made, the sound quality was bad. I really appreciate when you guys contact me and let me know when there's a problem, because I'll never know what YouTube or Google is doing unless you guys tell me. So with that, love you, God bless you, and hopefully see you real soon in a really better world and a better community. Bye-bye.